The quest for understanding is often a fundamental part of the grieving process, especially when the person we lose has faced profound personal hardships. For Courtney Cox, grappling with the passing of her dear friend Matthew Perry is not only about mourning his absence, but also about making sense of the complexities he endured. The weight of Perry's battles with addiction and mental health have left Courtney with lingering questions, the kind of questions that emerge from a place of both love and heartache. This process has illuminated for her the depth of the struggles that people face and the difficulty of truly knowing the pain that lies behind someone's smile. Grieving the loss of her close friend Matthew Perry has led Courtney Cox on a journey of deep introspection. In the wake of his passing, Courtney has found herself grappling with a cascade of unanswerable questions, as she calls them, questions that cut to the core of life's most mysterious and heartbreaking realities. These reflections have become her way of processing a friendship marked by laughter, mutual support, and a shared experience of life's highs and lows. Yet, as she tries to make sense of it all, she is faced with questions that don't yield to simple explanations. She wonders about the unpredictability of life, the mystery of suffering, and the painful reality that even the most genuine love and support can't always save those who mean the most to us. Among Courtney's reflections are questions that many people ask when they lose someone they love, especially someone who faced such public battles with personal demons. Why do some people overcome their darkest moments while others seem to be consumed by them? Why do some find strength in adversity while others find it nearly impossible to keep going? And perhaps most hauntingly, why couldn't the love of friends and family, people who would have done anything to help, save Matthew? For Courtney, these unanswerable questions aren't just about finding closure. They're part of understanding the complexities of her friend's life, the intricacies of the man she knew, and the struggles that ultimately proved too overwhelming for him to bear. Matthew Perry's life was a study in contrast. To millions, he was Chandler Bing, the witty, sarcastic friend who could deliver a punchline better than anyone. But behind the humor and charm was a man grappling with profound struggles. Matthew's battles with addiction and mental health were no secret. He spoke openly about them in interviews and in his memoir, sharing stories that gave the public a glimpse into his complicated relationship with fame and personal fulfillment. Despite his success and the adoration he received, he often found himself at odds with the very things that brought him into the spotlight. This duality, the public entertainer and the private individual haunted by his own demons, adds another layer to the questions that Courtney finds herself asking. For Courtney, these unanswerable questions are more than just philosophical musings. They reflect her need to make sense of a beloved friend's suffering. As someone who stood by him through both joyous and difficult times, Courtney was intimately familiar with Matthew's pain, and she witnessed firsthand the toll that his struggles took on him. She understood him in a way that few others could, seeing both his vulnerability and his resilience. Courtney's journey isn't about trying to fix the past or find someone to blame. Rather, it's about coming to terms with the profound sadness of losing someone she cared for so deeply, knowing she could only do so much to help. One of the hardest aspects of losing Matthew, as Courtney has shared, is accepting that there may never be satisfying answers to her questions. It's natural to search for reasons, to try to pinpoint the moments when things could have been different, or when a different path might have led to a different outcome. But life is rarely so clear-cut, especially when it comes to matters of mental health, addiction, and the invisible burdens people carry. The what-ifs and could-haves can weigh heavily on those left behind, but they are often as unknowable as the struggles themselves. For Courtney, learning to live with these open-ended questions is part of her grieving process, part of coming to terms with the reality that some mysteries are beyond our reach. As Courtney searches for peace, she is also finding comfort in memories of Matthew that transcend his struggles. She recalls the laughter they shared, the joy he brought to others, and the countless moments on the *friends* set when his humor and kindness lifted everyone's spirits. These memories are reminders that Matthew was much more than his battles. He was a kind, funny, and deeply empathetic person who touched the lives of those around him. In remembering him this way, Courtney is beginning to find a way to honor his life without being consumed by the pain of his passing. Her reflections highlight the complexity of loving someone who struggles with addiction and mental health challenges. It's a kind of love that requires resilience, understanding, and ultimately, acceptance. For Courtney, part of her healing has come from recognizing that she did what she could to support Matthew, that her friendship provided him with moments of joy and comfort, even if it couldn't alleviate all his pain. Accepting this truth has been difficult, but it is also a reminder that sometimes simply being there for someone is all we can do. In her journey to find peace, Courtney is learning to embrace the paradoxes of grief and the unknowable facets of life. She has come to understand that not every question has an answer, and that healing often lies not in complete understanding, but in learning to live with the unresolved. These unanswerable questions remain, but they are no longer barriers to healing. They have become part of the process, part of her journey in remembering her friend and cherishing the love they shared. In the end, Courtney's reflections offer a profound reminder of what it means to love someone who faced such unique challenges. Her journey is a testament to the strength of friendship, the resilience required to support someone through their darkest times, and the courage it takes to keep going, even when faced with the unknown. For Courtney, honoring Matthew's memory means not only cherishing the moments they shared but also finding peace in the understanding that some questions will remain unanswered. It's in this acceptance, in this willingness to let go of the need for complete clarity, that Courtney is finding a path forward, carrying Matthew's memory with her as she embraces the life they both lived and loved. She has spoken openly about the difficulty of accepting his loss, admitting that finding peace is challenging when there are so many unresolved mysteries. Only Matthew, she believes, could have truly answered the questions that now haunt her thoughts. Reflecting on his battles with addiction, Courtney has also shared the painful reality of watching someone she loved struggle so profoundly. She knew Matthew as a man of humor and charm, but also as a person who carried a tremendous weight. This dichotomy, between the man who brought joy to millions and the friend who wrestled with his own pain, is a central part of her grief and understanding. As Courtney continues to process this loss, she is slowly coming to realize that not every question has a resolution, and not every aspect of life fits into neat explanations. Her journey illustrates how grieving is often less about finding answers and more about learning to live with the mysteries left behind. Part of her healing has involved accepting that some things are unknowable and finding peace in the memories she shared with Matthew rather than in explanations. In seeking understanding, she is not trying to unravel the entirety of his struggles, but rather honoring him by embracing the parts of him she knew and cherished. This acceptance is not about closure. It's about learning to hold both joy and sorrow, to remember the man who brought laughter while acknowledging the hardship he endured. Through her reflections, Courtney has come to see that true compassion lies not in solving someone's pain, but in standing by them despite it. In cherishing her memories of Matthew, she finds comfort and the beginnings of healing. She is starting to let go of the need for complete understanding and instead finding solace in the love, friendship, and shared moments that define their bond. Courtney Cox's journey through grief following the loss of her dear friend Matthew Perry is a testament to her resilience and the depth of her love. As someone who stood by him during his darkest times, Courtney's experience has revealed to her the layered complexities of life, friendship, and loss. Matthew's passing left her with lingering, often painful questions, but these unanswered questions have also opened up new avenues of reflection, leading her to appreciate the value of every moment spent with those we hold dear. Her journey shows that grief isn't about achieving perfect understanding or closure. Sometimes the healing path is found in simply remembering, loving, and accepting that some mysteries will always remain. For Courtney, the process of grieving Matthew's loss has been deeply personal and challenging. As she recalls their years of friendship, she's faced with memories of the laughter, support, and love they shared, moments of joy that now feel bittersweet. Her reflections are tinged with questions that may never have satisfying answers, particularly regarding the struggles Matthew faced throughout his life. Why do some people endure suffering in silence? Why are some unable to overcome their pain despite the love and support around them? These questions are not easy to confront, and Courtney knows that answers may never come. Yet she has come to realize that holding on to these questions is, in a way, part of keeping Matthew's memory alive. As Courtney processes her grief, she's come to embrace a greater appreciation of life's complexity. Losing someone who endured personal battles as Matthew did has deepened her understanding of the invisible struggles people carry. She's more aware of the importance of kindness, empathy, and presence in friendships, recognizing that sometimes simply being there for someone can be more impactful than we realize. This awareness has brought her closer to others in her life, fostering connections that honor the spirit of her friendship with Matthew. Through this journey, Courtney's story also illustrates the importance of cherishing every moment with loved ones. She's reflected on the memories she made with Matthew, the laughter on set, the quiet moments of support, and the countless hours spent in each other's company. These memories have become treasures for her, a reminder that every moment we share with those we love is precious. Her experience has taught her that life is fleeting, and in honoring Matthew, she's reminded to live fully and deeply, appreciating the people who bring meaning to her life. Courtney's approach to grief reveals a profound acceptance of the unknown, a recognition that not every question can be answered. Learning to live with ambiguity, to acknowledge the mysteries of life without letting them overshadow the love and memories she shared with Matthew, has been part of her healing. This acceptance doesn't mean forgetting or moving on. It means integrating the experience of loss into her life in a way that honors the friendship they shared. In a broader sense, Courtney's journey resonates with anyone who has experienced loss. It's a reminder that grief is not a linear path. It involves embracing the unknown and finding ways to carry our loved ones with us. The questions may remain, but they are softened by the love, memories, and moments that make each relationship unique. Courtney's resilience in the face of such profound loss shows that healing doesn't mean letting go. It means carrying forward, treasuring the memories, and finding a way to accept life's mysteries. In the end, Courtney's journey with grief reflects the true nature of love and friendship. It's about standing by those we care for, cherishing our time together, and accepting that some aspects of life will forever remain beyond our understanding. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of love and the strength it takes to continue, even in the face of unanswered questions. Through her journey, Courtney Cox reminds us that sometimes the most healing path is to remember to love and to accept life's inevitable mysteries.